Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Students, hope you all are doing well and taking your video lessons regularly. This is your English text class. Students, Alhamdulillah, we have completed our first unit number 1, that is friendship and cooperation. We have completed all its work, words meaning, synonym antonyms, sentences, question answers, and book along with its book exercises. Now we are going to start a new lesson today, that is natural beauty of Pakistan. It is on page number 19 and this is unit number 2. The unit number 2 is under this unit you will recite the poem Name My Blessed Beautiful Land. Okay, before the recitation of the poem, I will ask you some question related to the chapter. You will try to give the answer. And my first question from you students is that, can you name some of the beautiful places of Pakistan? As you know that Pakistan is full of beautiful places. There are so many beautiful world-seeing places in Pakistan. Can you name some of them? Yes, the places like Murree, Kahan Valley, Swat Valley, Badshahi Masjid, Lahore Fort, Faisal Masjid, and there you can see the signs of ancient civilization in Sindh, and there is a beautiful seashore of Balochistan. So these are some beautiful places that you can find in our country. Okay. So my next question is that, have you ever visited any beautiful place in Pakistan? क्या आपने कभी किसी जगह का visit किया है? If you visited, tell me the name of that place. For instance, I visited Lahore Fort, I visited Shahi Masjid, I visited Murree. So these are the three places that I visited. But which place you visited? You tell. Okay. My next question is that, which place would you like to visit? If you get a chance to visit any place, to go there, तो आप कहाँ पर किस जगह पे जाना आप पसंद करेंगे? Tell me, and क्यों जाना पसंद करेंगे? You will have to give the reason. For instance, मुझे जो है, I want to visit, if I get a chance to visit any place, so I want to go to Saiful Muluk. I want to visit Saiful Muluk Lake. Why? Because I have heard a lot about its mesmerizing beauty, enchanted beauty, and there I heard much about it. So I want to go there. I want to absorb the beauty of this place. So this is the reason. In this way, you will tell your favorite place and the reason why you want to visit this place. Okay. Now come to the topic. As I told you in the beginning, it's a poem and it's not a prose, it's not a chapter. So it is before starting the poem, I'm going to explain you, I will tell you some poetic terms here. In short, not in detail, but it is very important to know these terms. As you can see on the board, I have written 4 poetic terms like couplet, stanza, imagery and rhyme. Okay, what are couplets? Couplets क्या होते हैं? The 2 lines of the poetry, one after the other. जो 2 lines of the poetry होती हैं, आपकी lines जो होती हैं, 2 lines को जो poetry के जो एक दूसरे के बाद आती हैं, वो आपकी क्या होती हैं? वो आपका कहलाता है couplets. Now we have a stanza. What is the meaning of stanza? A group of lines in a repeated pattern from a unit. आपकी अगर 2 lines हैं तो this is called the couplet. अगर if you have 3 or more lines तो this make a stanza. So this is called a group of line in a repeated. एक pattern के लिहाज से होते हैं, एक particular pattern को वो follow कर रहे होते हैं and then become a unit. अच्छा, व्हाट इज़ इमेजरी? इमेजरी क्या होता है? व्हाट इज़ इमेजरी? इमेजरी इज़ अ लैंग्वेज दैट प्रोड्यूसेस अ पिक्चर इन द माइंड ऑफ द पीपल वाइल रीडिंग और लिसनिंग। यानी ऐसी लैंग्वेज यूज़ करना, ऐसी टर्मिनोलॉजीज़ यूज़ करना, ऐसे वर्ड्स इस्तेमाल करना जो आपके माइंड में, या जो रीडर है, जो लिसनर है, उसके माइंड में जो है वो पिक्चर को वो क्या कर दे, क्रिएट कर दे। दिस इज़ कॉल्ड इमेजरी। दैन वी हैव अ राइम। राइम आपने सुना होगा, इन द नर्सरी राइम्स होती हैं। तो नर्सरी राइम्स क्या होती हैं? इट इज़ अ शॉर्ट पोम इन विच द लास्ट वर्ड इन द लाइन हैज़ द सेम साउंड एज द लास्ट वर्ड इन अनदर लाइन। मीन्स कि उनके जो लास्ट के वर्ड्स होते हैं, हर लाइन का जो लास्ट वर्ड होता है वो क्या होता है, सेम साउंड का होता है, यानी हैविंग अ सेम साउंड। ठीक है, इसमें आप राइम अगर कहते हैं, अगर इसको एज अ नाउन ले रहे हैं तो ये शॉर्ट पोम भी हो सकती है। और सम टाइम वी हैव अ राइमिंग वर्ड्स। राइमिंग वर्ड्स क्या होते हैं? राइमिंग वर्ड्स आर दोज वर्ड दैट हैव सेम साउंड और एंड विद द सेम साउंड। या तो उनकी सेम साउंड होती है या सेम साउंड पे वो क्या हो रहे होते हैं, एंड हो रहे होते हैं। दिस इज कॉल्ड द राइमिंग वर्ड्स। तो दीज आर 4 to 5 terms that are very important to for you. First it is couplets and stanza, imagery and rhyme or rhyming words. Okay, now I am going to tell you the objectives. What we will learn, what after the reading of the poem, after the recitation of the poem, after the explanation of the poem, the students, what will a student get at the end? So at the end of the lesson, the student will understand some poetic terms, as I told you, with couplet, what is stanza, what is rhyme, and etc. Then the second thing is that understand the intention of the poet. Students, it is very important, every time when the writer writes the poem, it has some intention behind writing. उसका कोई ना कोई intention होता है उसके लिखने के पीछे. So we have to understand the poet's intention. उसके मकसद को, उसका purpose of writing understand करेंगे. Then we can enjoy the poem by paying attention to rhyme. Okay, because जो poem होती है, it's a rhythmic, with rhythm जो है, with some intonation के साथ हम ये पढ़ते हैं. तो obviously we will enjoy when we read this poem, and because of there are some rhyming words that make a musical impact while we read. Okay, understand the main theme of the poem. हम उसकी poem की theme को understand करेंगे. This is our objective. Then it is at the end of the poem we will be able to elaborate the ideas. We will be able to elaborate, to paraphrase, to explain what is the idea given in each stanza. हम हर stanza का अपने अल्फाज में, अपने own words में हम उसको explain कर सकते हैं. And we will also be able to summarize the poem, और अपन उसको summarize भी, recapitulate भी कर सकते हैं अपने own words में. So student, these are some objectives that I discuss with you. The first, it is understand the poetic terms, understand the intention of the poet, enjoy the poem by paying attention to the rhyme, understand the main theme of the poem, elaborate the ideas given in the stanza, and summarize the poem. Now let's start recitation of the poem. My blessed beautiful land, in the north spellbinding scenes that astound, mighty Karakoram that snow crown, with Hindu Kush beauty all around, where warm and brave people are found. O my Lord, keep them all safe and sound. Lands of Haran desert browned, lofty mountains with precious stones found, and mines full of minerals underground, my land where fearless people abound. O my Lord, keep them all safe and sound. Fertile plains, fields of grain all around, where meet 5 mighty rivers renowned. Where meet 5 mighty rivers renowned, a land of tales and legends profound, where simple people work the year round. O my Lord, keep them all safe and sound. The Indus Delta is spread all around, far from the Mohenjo-daro Mount, where echoes of ancient times resound, and sincere and resourceful people abound. O my Lord, keep them all safe and sound. Now I am going to explain you the poem stanza by stanza, and as you can note, as you have noticed while recitation of the poem, this is the whole poem is telling about the natural beauty of Pakistan. As you know that Pakistan has an unmatched natural beauty, and there are many worth seeing and sightseeing places all over the Pakistan, throughout Pakistan, like Murree, Hunza Valley, Kaghan Valley, and Balochistan. This is the seashore of Balochistan, and the high mountains, lush green valleys, for different rivers, and there are so many beautiful places where the tourists come and visit these places. In the first stanza, the poet is discussing the beauty of the north, yani discussing the beauty of northern areas, which is actually spellbinding. What is the meaning of spellbinding? The meaning of spellbinding means enchanted, mesmerizing, यानी है सहरंगेज, जिसको देख के आप जो है वो wonderstruck हो जाए. That astound. What is the meaning of astound? मीन्स होल्डिंग वंस अटेंशन कम्प्लीटली, यानी किसी की बिल्कुल अपने तरफ तवज्जो खींच लेना. दैट टैम्पटिंग द थिंग्स विच आर वेरी टैम्पटिंग एंड फैसिनेटिंग. तो जो नॉर्थ है, इन द ब्यूटी ऑफ नॉर्दर्न एरियाज आर वेरी स्पेलबाइंडिंग, दे आर एनचेंटेड ब्यूटी है. एंड व्हाट यू कैन सी देयर, आप वहाँ पर क्या देखेंगे? यू कैन सी माइटी कराकोरम्स एंड हिंदू कुश. These are the mountain ranges. These are the wide mountain ranges, and that are famous not only in Pakistan, but they are famous. They are well known in all over the world. And the mighty Karakoram. What is the meaning of mighty? Mighty means big, and you can say very high. Whatever, but mighty comes in different meanings. But here the meaning is high. Mighty Karakoram, that snow crown, means that these mountain ranges are covered with snow. Their top of the mountains tops are covered with snow. And then come what are the another range here they have discussed here with Hindu Kush beauty all around. यहाँ पर आप कौन सा दूसरा mountain range देखेंगे? That is Hindu Kush. This is also beautiful, and most of the climbers come and they try to climb this range. This range is also famous for its beauty all around the world. And now they are telling about the people who live there. They are very warm means hospitable. They are very they always welcome their guests with open arms, and they are very brave people. They are very sturdy people. You can see these are the most important qualities of the people who live in these areas, in the northern areas. And in the last line, you can the poet is offering prayer, is praying it to God that, oh my Lord, keep them all safe and sound. May Allah that he is saying that may Allah save this country. May Allah save his country from all the evil things. And what is the meaning of safe and sound? Safe and sound in Urdu we can say khair o aafiyat ke saath, and in English we can say in good condition. So in this stanza, the poet described the northern areas of Pakistan. He highlights the mountains of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which are covered with snow, and astonish the surprise and amaze the people with their breathtaking beauty. Further, he tells about the people, how they are hospitable and brave. And in the last line, he is praying to God that for the security and prosperity of his country. So this is I have explained you. I elaborated the first stanza. Inshallah Taala, in the next class we will do the remaining stanza. Inshallah, in the next class. For today it is quite enough. Inshallah we will meet you in the next class. Till stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.